Hi everyone. Well, today I am walking on Commonwealth Avenue in Boston. And, often I just find when I don't know how to solve a problem, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm trying to figure out life, I go for a walk. And that's why I'm taking you on this little journey today. And hopefully you enjoy it. We're going to see a little bit of the old and the new of Boston. This is Commonwealth Avenue, and you can see all the brownstones along here. Those kind of twin-looking white buildings, I think have been for sale forever. They're single-family homes, and I think there's something unbelievable, like 11 or 18 million each. So life is interesting, right? The world is interesting. So Commonwealth Ave is part of the green necklace. It goes all the way, I don't know if you could see it, it goes all the way down to Mass Avenue. And I'll take you, try not to swirl too fast, but I'll take you back. So if you walk straight ahead, you will end up at the Boston Public Garden, which I have shared with you before. This whole area is Back Bay of Boston, and the Back Bay is built on landfill, basically, piles, because underneath all of this is water. Boston, as I shared in a prior video, was a very, very skinny peninsula, and that brought you to the main part of what was Boston, which is where Beacon Hill is, as an example. The hill part is the original Boston. All of this was landfill, and they created this particular area. I'll come a little bit over on this side. They created this area in the mid-1800s. In a prior video, I took you to the Isabel Gardner Museum, and she had one of the homes on Beacon Street, which is actually just down there, that her father bought her. That was in the mid-1800s. So it gives you the idea. Many of these homes that's a playground, but many of these homes were at one time private family homes. Very few of them are today, just because of the exorbitant cost. And then there are even a few apartment buildings, which is really interesting. They were luxury apartment buildings at one time, and now they are condominiums. So what you see here, I'll take you to the corner as I dodge a pigeon. That is an apartment. It's no longer an apartment building, but it was at one time. It's now a condos. So it gives you a little bit of an idea. There's height limitations all through here, which is why you've got the ability to grow trees, which I think is lovely. We are now going to go to take a look at Trinity Church, which is, you can't really see much here. I'll try to get you a better view. But Trinity Church is one of the 10 voted by the International or American Architectural Society, that is one of the 10 buildings that changed America. And we'll talk about why in just a minute. I can't seem to get a good view without construction, but I share this because Trinity Church is right next to the old John Hancock Tower, which is a all glass, new building, 60 stories high, but you can see the reflection of other buildings in the glass of the John Hancock, which I think is so cool. It's really that juxtaposition of old and new that we all experience. Okay, now we are totally changing gears, And I am in the Prudential Center. I'll give you a little view. Looks like every mall in America or Canada or even England for that matter. But we are going to Eataly, which is very fun. I want you to all see it. As you can see, discover the best of Eataly, which is a marketplace. You've got classes and events. You can restaurants. I've heard some of them are excellent, as well as a wine shop. There are Eatlys in a number of different places in America, and I think across the world, actually. I didn't do my homework. I should have. There isn't one in France. But it's an incredible experience. I'm going the wrong way because now I'm in the shopping. But you can see it's for people who love Italian food and Italian products, want to feel like maybe for a few minutes you're entering Italy. So, which is all very, very fun, very different than anything else, honestly. Boston has a very high Italian American population. So, oh gosh, those chocolate boxes are absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful. I might have to get one of those just for the box. Oh, look at the book. Isn't that sweet? And there's even little books. Oh my gosh. Adorable. Adorable. Then we move into the area of where you can order food. We've got the pastries. I might have to do some tasting to find out how they compare to French pastries. They have different names. I'll tell you that right now. Totally different names. Oh, that tortilla, which is French actually, or I can turn the Italian into French, which it is pastry with fresh apples and cinnamon and a tart. Isn't that yummy? Every kind of, oh, these are like flatbreads. These are sandwiches. Excuse you. It's a little noisy in here and very crowded, actually. I'm here during lunch hour, so it's kind of crazy. But let's go back here, because back here, oh my gosh, all the breads. But back here you can see the fresh items. You can see the fish. The pescaria. I can only make sense of it if I try to think of it as a version of French. Oh my. Chilean sea bass is not cheap. $50 a pound. Brazzino, oven ready. Gotta love it. Olive oils. I'm sure there's a wonderful balsamic somewhere in here. Oh, these little bags are just the cutest. I love those. We've got sardines. It's like a, kind of like a, oh, these things I absolutely love. I don't ever make espresso this way, but oh my gosh, I love these. Absolutely love these. What are these? Oh, they're candles. Rose. I don't know what agrumetto. It almost looks like lemon, doesn't it? I don't know. Fico? Someone's going to have to help me. I have no idea. And then we're back in the pasta area. And you could see someone making homemade pasta. Wow. Oh, no, she's making cheese. Oh my goodness. Look at that huge vat of cheese. So you've got all kinds of fresh pasta. You could really, if you were not serving a family, like my daughter is, who could never afford to buy anything in here for her very large family, but for someone like me, oh my God, I'm a solo liver, as I all shared with you, and consequently this is perfect, you know, for an apéro, a little book club gathering. This is perfect. And there's something in there, but it's closed. It looks like it's closed. This is where they do the classes. How fun. You can see there's back to basics. It tells you how long it is. Sip and savor. How fun. Cook better, live longer. We all want that. And the chef's workshop. How fun. And you can have a private event here. All kinds of prepared food. Kind of reminds me of bon marché a little bit. And then you've got this big juice counter. Oh my.
No. I literally thought, I was like, dude,
There's also a whole area where you can purchase kitchen items. Oil bottles. Oh, this is for the vinegars. White, red. I don't know. Kind of interesting. Mason jarred zipper. Oh, these are so fun. I have to tell you, I bought some of these at Home Goods for my daughter, and I think they were $6 for 6 of them versus $10 a piece. So sometimes you come into places like this and you get great ideas, and then you go buy it someplace else much, much cheaper, which is very fun. This is kind of a tourist hangout also, as you can tell. But here is assorted, melamine. Now, what has happened to melamine? I mean, in the old days, melamine was like, I'm 100 years old. But melamine is boring. It was like the stuff your grandmother got free when she bought something else. And now it has turned into this beautiful stuff. Beautiful items to choose. Now that's not melamine, but this is very fun. Very, very, very fun. Here are the pasta makers. Oh my, look at that. It's very cool. And over there, they're making lunch. And then everything you'd need to go with your pasta. I have never made homemade pasta. There's some of you who have. Please tell us more. Beautiful wood. See these all over France. All over. Really interesting. I've never heard of this brand of pans, but that doesn't mean anything. Oh, don't you love how they put the little ribbon, made in Italy? Love it. France does the same thing. Very proud. And then over here is the wine shop. Oh my goodness. You can buy Bellini drinks. It's a wine cocktail. I mentioned there were all kinds of restaurants. Here's one, wood-burning Italian grill, and they have, it looks like pasta, antipasti, all kinds of yummy, yummy items. It's quite a pretty space up there. Merchandise. Everyone always needs merchandise, right? Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. It's interesting. It's an entirely different view than Paris, for sure. Here's some skincare, which is interesting. Aren't they so pretty? Pretty. Oh, it smells delicious. You can't smell it, but it's absolutely wonderful. And then look at this fun stuff. Love it. These are so cute. Look at these. Look at these. Just perfect for a little afternoon tea, right? Here's another, looks like an oyster bar, pop-up Italian kitchen, trying various different things out. You can see there's some restaurant space above. I'm now going to take you to the fresh vegetable area. So it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of a mini Bon Marché, as I've been saying so much. Although with an entire, focus on Italian cooking, Italian ingredients. It's very expensive, I have to say, but it's unique. It's interesting. I find these pink dragon just absolutely the most interesting fruit in the world. Aren't they? Aren't they just something else? And over here, you can see more veggies. Oh my goodness, they have white asparagus. So in France, asparagus season is done. So you wonder, where does this all come from? I don't know. I'm gonna see. I'll tell you right now. Pompano Beach, Florida. Good grief. That is not in season. But Americans don't eat that way. We do not eat seasonal, which is unfortunate in many ways. Maybe we would appreciate weird veggies a little bit more if we forced ourselves to eat seasonally. So anyways, I won't take you through anymore, but this gives you an idea of what an Eataly is all about. There's the original one, I believe, is in New York, and there's a huge one in Las Vegas, I think. I think there's one in LA, but I don't know about outside of the United States. That would be interesting to know. So I hope you enjoyed, everyone. Okay, just an update. For those of you that do not know, I am renovating my apartment, and I'm in a rental. In the meantime, renovating the apartment in Boston, I should say. Just a little bit of information because I purchased some products while I was at Eataly. Now, I am a lover of boxes, and these are all metal boxes. This is one that I purchased in France as an example. And there's like, they're little cookies, sables, but this is a sable cookie that has been made since 1670. Pretty incredible, right? Delicious, delicious. So if you go to Bon Marché, you can buy them at La Pisserie in Bon Marché. I think I'm saying that correctly. Stock up on these. They're fantastic. My little box, believe it or not, I use for my coffee and my tea right next to my coffee pot. It's just precious. So I'm thinking these boxes are incredible, right? Remember when I was walking past the chocolates? Of course I had to buy them. I saw the book, and then there was one that had the little book, which is absolutely so cute. Honest to God, I have to be completely honest. Not so good. Not good at all. Everything. The packaging is absolutely spectacular, but everything that I tried, whether it was truffles or, what else? I tried a couple of different pastry tastes, as I mentioned to you. Not good. It tasted like they had been processed and around forever, and maybe, just maybe, I am spoiled because I spend so much time in Paris or in France, where food is just spectacular. And maybe because even though the Italians are just as crazed about phenomenal food as the French are, but Eataly is an American created concept, if you want to call it that. And so as a result, it is possible, like I said, it is possible that everything that is here, and you can see, it's all just an assortment of candy, is processed and been around like for weeks. When you buy chocolate in a chocolate shop in Paris, as an example, they will tell you probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've gone a little longer than that. Even some of the macaroons, they tell you should eat them within 24 hours. I've gone a little bit longer and all of that, but it's not something that is going to taste good months and months later. It is entirely different than what's on the shelves typically in America, which is unfortunate. Weigh in on this. Those of you who are in the UK or in Australia or Canada, please weigh in on this, because I was so incredibly disappointed, really disappointed. Even the packaging again is absolutely, I'm leaning down, I apologize. The packaging is absolutely spectacular. This was wrapped up with a little green ribbon. It says almond pistachio cookies covered with white chocolate. Like, how can you get any better than that, right? They tasted like something I made last Christmas, last holiday. Just not worth the calories. Certainly not worth the money and not worth the calories. So I had to pop in and tell you this, that even though everything looks so spectacular at Eataly, I was disappointed when I went home with my little items to show you. I wanted to taste things. I wanted to fall in love with it because visually they're absolutely gorgeous. Disappointing. So like I said to you, or have said to you so many times in this video, we are all about honesty. And therefore, I had to give you some feedback. Packaging is great, kind of like people. The package can be spectacular and you open it up and it's not so good. Well, this is a perfect example. I want something that's yummy, that's delicious, that's well worth the expense and the calories. So that's all. So I hope you enjoyed a little bit of Commonwealth Avenue. You can see I'm at the other end of Commonwealth Avenue. Actually, behind me in the white building is the old Algonquin Club, very old. I think it started as a men's club in Boston and then changed to co-ed. They let the ladies in, and now it is called the Quinn, which is very interesting, a spin-off of Algonquin. It's called the Quinn, which is kind of a Soho House type feeling. So it's a lovely club. A mother, I think, and a daughter started it, if you can believe it. So very fun. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the little walkthrough where I showed you Trinity Church and a little bit of the Eataly. I'm obviously in Boston, where my other home is, and I just thought I'd show you the sights, because bottom line is sometimes we need a little inspiration, and we have to get out and about. And as I said, I think it was at the Eataly when I saw those little glasses, and I realized they were $10. No, they were more than that, $20 a piece or something crazy like that. And I bought almost the identical ones for my daughter at Home Goods, which is, for those of you who are outside the United States, it's a shop, a chain of shops in the United States that sells home goods, like it says, at a reduced price. And I think I bought 6 of them for like $10. So I share that because it's so fun to get ideas, and then when you're out and about and you go to a flea market, brocante, or a garage sale, whatever, yard sale, whatever you might call it, you know what you're buying, you know what you like, and you're buying it at a reduced price. That's kind of the treasure hunt of life, if you want to call it that. We're always looking for treasures, aren't we, of all kinds. So just an update, the book is pretty much written, and we are now going into the self-publishing phase, and or publishing phase, I should say. And so hopefully it'll be coming out in November. So if you haven't signed up for that VIP wait list, do, because that means you'll get the early release notices of the book, as well as some goodies along the way. So make sure you sign up. The link is below, and subscribe to the videos, because that just means more people are on this design, create, and live your fabulous next chapter journey. So thank you everyone for joining me. Take care. See you soon. A biento.